The Flying Tigers. Tell me about that.
Well, the Flying Tigers got their name because it was called the American Volunteer Group. And the Chinese government purchased, given, like you see up there, P-40, well, they were Tomahawks at the time. They were an early version. It was the most advanced fighter that the United States had. And China, of course, was being overrun by Japan. Many atrocities were happening, and so they needed a way to fight back against the Japanese. So the Flying Tigers was born, and it was born under General Claire Chennault. And he headed it was basically, you had to volunteer to the Chinese government to go over and fly these planes and fight the Japanese. So Madam Chiang Kai-shek actually called them Fei Hu, which was my boys, my Flying Tigers, Fei Hu in Chinese. They were instrumental in destroying a lot of the Japanese bombers that were ravaging Chinese cities. Now, for every Japanese airplane one of the Flying Tigers would shoot down, the Chinese government would pay them $500. Now, you have to remember, in early 1941, $500 was a lot of money. So there was a big incentive for these folks that, you know, were prior military, were prior fighter pilots to go over and be a volunteer. Of course, when December 7th happened, 1941, which is a Japanese bombing of Pearl Harbor, the United States was involved in World War II, and this was quickly absolved into the 14th Air Force, which became part of the Army Air Force then, because we were all fighting the same enemy then.
So that's when they became friends with the United States, basically.
Well, China was friends with the United States, and remember, the Japanese Empire was in China starting in 1931.
Right.
So for about 10 years, they were in China, and they were expanding their mandate to expand their territory. And so the Chinese really had no modern military to fight back with until the Flying Tigers came in.
And then this group helped when we had the
Right,
Pearl Harbor.
And then once Pearl Harbor happened, then they became part of the Army Air Force, not the Chinese government anymore. And so we fought alongside the Chinese and eventually built, you know, when we started pushing the Japanese back, started to build airfields to the very first large B-29 bombing raids were flown from China. And they actually built fields there out of stones and everything, runways, to get these planes off. But the P-40 was synonymous with that. Again, you see the Flying Tiger patch and the CBI patch here on the shoulder.
So when did they stop pretty much being the Flying Tigers and doing all that?
Well, they were always the Flying Tigers, but they stopped flying for China when, you know, right after Pearl Harbor, and they became part of the U.S. Army Air Force then.
And then they don't call themselves that anymore because they're part of
Well, they would still call themselves the Flying Tigers because they still had that name. So that name is synonymous. And, you know, just a little add-on here, there was a cargo airline called Flying Tigers, and it was actually founded by former pilots of the Flying Tigers, and they flew up until about 1990 when they were bought out.
Wow. Well, thank you so much.
Mm-hmm. Glory, glory,